Stop. This is an older version of a series on my main channel, Anime Sage. If you want to watch the remastered series that is better than this one, click the link in the description for the playlist, and there is another link for the full story if you prefer that. Otherwise, if you're an older fan who preferred the original, or someone who wanted to see the original version of this what if scenario, then I hope you enjoy.
All they do is overlook me. Yeah, the things don't pan out, keep it cooking. You're not a fan, but you keep on looking. Look, don't be concerned with what people saying. Be concerned when they don't care to say it. Funny how people will act like they know you, but they don't even got a clue what they're saying.
Yeehaw, soldiers! It's your boy, the Anime Sage, coming at you with another video. And this is What If Naruto Had the Omnitrix Part 1. So yes, the episode is here, as this should be the last vid for my little experiment week in search of my next big hit series since Kakashi Naruto is done, since Naruto is almost finished, and even some of my older anime what ifs are probably going to be ending soon depending if I want to go into the manga. Good thing I will have 4 Deku and What If Deku and Todoroki switch places to carry me, I guess. So that's going to be how everything is, I guess, going forward. Congrats to Kuro Edits, by the way, for the Naruto pick you see in the thumbnail. His channel link will be in the description. Remember to watch out for my scheduled release this weekend on either Saturday or Sunday. Speaking of scheduled releases, that will be on my community tab, which you all should watch like a hawk. You guys not only get to see schedules, but polls, vid updates, and other fun stuff in between. Those are all important, so watch my community tab like a hawk. Alright, now for quick social media plugs. Twitter is at AnimeSage4. Twitter is a great place for you guys to interact with me, as I do tweet a lot, and access another way to get notified of my videos. So follow me on Twitter. Instagram is anime_sage4. I post frequently on Instagram, so it is a pretty good way for you guys to interact with me, so follow me on Instagram. Finally, join my Discord server. If you join, you get access to supplementary content, notifications when I live stream ahead of time, and you can just send me ideas directly. It's also a good way for you guys to interact with me, so join my server. Link will be in the description. No usual checklist since it's a new series, so let's get right into the story. In a faraway planet, there's a planet that hosts extremely intelligent creatures. Creatures that are some of the most intelligent, in fact maybe the most intelligent in the whole entire universe. Their accomplishments in technology are amazing, and they deserve their ranking as the most intelligent creatures in the whole universe. If you're thinking humans right now, then you would be incorrect. Have you seen how some of us act? The planet is not even Earth, it's called Galvin Prime. This planet hosts to some of, if not again, the most intelligent species in the whole entire universe. And the species I'm referring to are known as the Galvin. What they lack in terms of physicality and stature, they make up for in terms of intellectual prowess. And just moments before, a pod had just launched from the planet, carrying a certain object. Where it is heading, we don't know. But one thing's for sure, something big is about to change. Let's go to Earth and focus on a certain village we all know and love, the Hidden Leaf Village. One of the 5 major villages, this village is host to many powerful ninja. We are not going to focus on them. Instead, we are going to focus our story on a 12-year-old boy, in Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto is a boy who over the years has kind of not done great in the academy. He is also not really well liked by other people, especially adults, and he cannot figure out why. He has also kind of failed the graduation exam multiple times, and this is his last year for graduation. Naruto, however, is more so busy with pranks and stuff like that, which is not really ideal for his case. Naruto, however, has one major dream, which is to become the next Hokage. The odds are stacked against him, since he is the lowest rung on the ladder in society, but he has always had hope. Naruto has just finished his usual after-school punishment, and is also eating his usual stuff, which is ramen. Naruto at this point decides to head into his apartment and get ready for the same continued cycle. Naruto starts getting ready for bed, but then sees something flying somewhere near the outskirts of the village, you know, the woods. It lands silently, but Naruto wants to figure out what it is, so Naruto goes over to check it out. Naruto just sees something glowing. Naruto gets closer, and it looks like a watch. Naruto gets closer, closer, and closer. Then all of a sudden, the watch springs up and attaches to Naruto's arm. Naruto's in shock, and little does he know, the watch has now become part of his entire being. It is merged with his DNA. Naruto will try to take the watch off, but to no avail. Naruto then decides to look at the watch. Naruto sees the watch pop up, in terms of its little icon thing, and sees a figure of something he doesn't really know. Naruto then decides to see what happens if he pushes the watch back down, and then, all of a sudden, a bright green light envelops him. When the green light ends, Naruto has become, well, he's become a very different creature. Naruto's skin has become volcanic-like, and he has flames sticking out of his head. Naruto feels his head is on fire and freaks out. Naruto unknowingly leaves small trails of fire. Naruto then after a couple seconds realizes he can feel no pain from the fire, then takes a look at his hands. Naruto's like, hey, that's interesting, but then sees the fire and tries to put it out with more fire. Naruto at this point doesn't know what to do. However, he then sticks his arms out and absorbs the fire, which puts it out. Naruto at this point has thankfully put the fire up, but doesn't really know what to do at this point, so he just stands still. In fact, he doesn't really know what he has turned into. For those of you who don't know, he has turned into a Pyro Knight. These aliens have a host of fire abilities such as pyrokinesis, fire absorption, and some fire-related abilities such as, fire blast. So, yeah, they're pretty hot creatures, if you know what I'm saying. Naruto worries he might be stuck in this situation forever, and then the watch times out. So Naruto's like, so, it has a time limit. That's pretty good. Naruto then escapes all the way back to his apartment being extremely quiet. We see Hiruzen looking through his crystal ball, thinking to himself, it has begun. 1 week later, Naruto's run away from a group of very angry ninja, because he has just defeated the Hokage heads. However, Naruto is doing everything he can to keep the watch hidden, as he doesn't want anyone to know about it or even notice it at all. It's his little secret. So he has been wearing long sleeve shirts, working to try to hide the watch. He's also stuck to keeping the watch under sleeve at all times at school, so no one has really noticed the watch, or essentially the new addition to him. So yeah, that's pretty good. Well, except a certain girl named Hinata Hyuga, but she's never going to approach Naruto. Naruto gets caught and now has to face the consequences as usual. Naruto will have a very similar talk with Iruka like in canon about wanting to be the Hokage and how he wants to be the next Hokage, maybe even the greatest Hokage. The next day, he goes into class, ready for the graduation exam. Naruto will fail as usual because he can't perform the simple clone jutsu. Naruto will still take deal with Mizuki like in original canon, so he goes into the forest and works on the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Iruka will find him and will be like, what have you done, Naruto? But then admires how hard he worked for the past couple hours. Iruka will then notice the watch and ask Naruto what it is. Naruto dodges the question and says, hey, now I can graduate because he has mastered the jutsu from the scroll. Iruka's like, what? Naruto will explain, and Iruka will be like, uh-oh. Then Mizuki will pop out and tell Naruto the truth about why he is so hated. He is the fox, a demon, a monster. Naruto will run away at this information, and Iruka and Mizuki will chase after him. A race for the scroll, and Naruto. Iruka and Mizuki will get into the same interaction, and Iruka will praise Naruto just like in canon. Naruto will then kick Mizuki away from Iruka, and this is where the canon story changes by quite a bit. Naruto will say, if you ever lay a hand on my sensei, I'll kill you. Mizuki then says, what do you think you can do, nine-tailed fox? I could destroy you in a blink of an eye. Naruto then says, I can do this. Naruto then unveils the watch. Mizuki laughs and says, what do you think you can do with that watch, monster? Naruto then says, with this watch, I can return the pain with 1,000 times the fury. Mizuki laughs again, but Naruto just looks at his watch and sees a very different figure, a new alien, a four-armed figure. Naruto thinks to himself, why not? Let's see what it does. Naruto slams his watch down, and a green light envelops him. When all is finished, Naruto is transformed into a large, red, four-eyed, four-armed, muscular creature. For those of you who don't know what he is a Tetraman, an alien with enhanced strength, durability, and very high physical prowess. In addition, it has four eyes and four arms. Iruka and Mizuki are shocked at what Naruto has become, and Mizuki is right now very terrified. Naruto's then like, I am not done yet. Naruto is weirded out on having extra arms, but kind of gets a feel on how to use them and the alien form. And since Naruto can still do hand signs, Naruto then uses a familiar hand sign, one that we are very familiar with from the beginning of the series, the Shadow Clone Jutsu. And Naruto will then duplicate himself 1,000 times. As in, he duplicates himself in a Tetraman form 1,000 times. Mizuki is now really terrified. Iruka realizes Naruto has mastered an advanced technique, and is proud of him, kind of forgetting what Naruto is right now. Naruto and all his clones in Tetraman form beat Mizuki to a bloody pulp. Naruto then afterwards transforms back into his human form, and will later receive his headband. Iruka will then probably ask, like, hey, are you clear to explain what that all was? You know what I'm saying? And then Naruto's like, I don't really feel like talking about it, but I kind of received this watch a week ago. And Ruka's like, okay, I wonder what it could be. I'll have to tell the third Hokage about it. And then Naruto's like, alright, fine. But Naruto at this point cannot wait to go into the ninja world. Later on in the week, Naruto is summoned to Hiruzen's office, and Naruto kind of has a feeling of what it's about. Hiruzen then asks Naruto to have a seat in one of the chairs he set up for him. Naruto will then ask what Hiruzen wants to talk about, but he has a feeling about what it is. Hiruzen then says, I want to talk to you about your watch. What does Hiruzen know about Naruto's watch? You will have to find out in the next part. Thank you for watching part 1 of What If Naruto Had the Omnitrix. This is going to be a really fun series for me to write, and I cannot wait to make more parts because I really do love Ben 10. Hope you guys enjoyed this as well, because I think my writing here was a little bit at another level here besides the last 2 What If videos. Make sure to watch my community tab like a hawk, for a reminder right there. Make sure to watch my schedule release there as well, it's kind of important. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and join my Discord server, for a reminder right there. And that is all I have to say. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and of course share the video. This has been your boy, the Anime Sage, signing out. Peace. Yorha. Bye bye. Peace. Yeehaw, soldiers! It's your boy, the Anime Sage, coming at you with another video, and this is What If Naruto Had the Omnitrix Part 2. Well, it's been a while since I did this series, but Mjolnir Deku did so well. Here we are. Also, again, if you didn't see a What If vid on Monday, I did a birthday live stream because Monday was my birthday. I would check out that live stream. It was pretty entertaining, if I do say so myself. Also, on Friday, we are going to get the final episode of Tentagon Naruto, potentially. Not too sure if it really is, but it could be. It most likely is. Quick shout out to Anime Edits for the Naruto Omnitrix edit. His channel link will be in the description. Remember to watch my community tab like a hawk. I post polls, vid updates, my schedules on the weekends, and some other fun stuff in between. Those are all really important, so watch my community tab like a hawk. Alright, now for quick social media plugs. Twitter is at MSH4. Twitter is a great place for you guys to interact with me, as I do tweet pretty frequently. And Twitter acts as another way to get notified of my videos. So follow me on Twitter. Instagram is anime_sage4. Instagram is a good place to interact with me, as I do post pretty frequently on there as well. So follow me on Instagram. Finally, join my Discord server. If you join my Discord server, you get sneak peeks of supplementary content, notifications when I live stream ahead of time, and of course, you can suggest me ideas directly. It's also a great way for you guys to interact with me, so join my Discord server. Link to that will be in the description. Alright, time for half the usual checklist. If you haven't seen part 1, the link to it will be in the description. Alright, now, let's get right into the story. We are back with Naruto and Hiruzen. Hiruzen has just told Naruto, I want to talk to you about your watch. Naruto notices Hiruzen has a serious tone to his voice, and wonders what he got himself into by using the watch. Hiruzen then sighs, and says, I have known about your watch for some time now. In fact, I saw you turn into that Pyro Knight when you first got it. Naruto is very confused at first, but then remembers when he first turned into that flame creature. So it is called a Pyro Knight. What the heck did he turn into? Naruto's then like, wait, how did you know about that? Hiruzen says, I saw it through the crystal ball. At least you put out the fire with your flame absorption technique. Well, flame absorption ability to be more exact. I waited for the right time to address that watch, and I want to see how you would use that watch. You seem to have taken advantage of it very well, especially for your display against Mizuki. You're able to become a Tetraman and replicate yourself so many times with an advanced jutsu, the forbidden multi-shao clone jutsu. Although, it seems to suit you very well because of your chakra reserves. Naruto grins hearing all these compliments about himself. However, Hiruzen in a serious tone. However, just because you did so well against Mizuki does not mean you are unstoppable. You have the most powerful weapon in the entire universe, which means you are going to have intergalactic threats going after you. Naruto then is like, wait, how do you know all this? Hiruzen then says, what I am about to say is going to be a massive revelation to you, and will also give you some information about your parents. Naruto hearing this says, my parents? Please, tell me. Hiruzen then says, after Hashirama defeated Madara Uchiha, she's posed by a race called the Galvan. The Galvan saw a lot of good in Hashirama and wanted to share technology with him. is how you see stuff like electronic scoreboards and tuning exams. Never gave us too advanced technology, except hidden technology for us to help with injustices in the intergalactic landscape. As the Goblin talked about one unity in the galaxy and universe, Sasha decided to help form an organization called the Plumbers. It would be made up of Anbu, specific Jonin we could trust, and of course, Kages. So, in addition to the regular duties here on Earth, we would be handling intergalactic issues at the same time. Your father was one of those plumbers, and your mother was one as well. Of course, I was as well, but as a Kage, I did it when the situation was extremely serious. We soon had other aliens join the organization, so there was a massive pause there. However, things changed after the Fox attack. Your father and mother were very prominent members of the Plumbers. When they were gone, things were kinda sad, but it's where things started to fall apart. I couldn't really do the plumber duties anymore, but I did try my best. However, there were a lot of disagreements between me, and of course, another person I hope you don't have to meet. Around when you were 4, we had one last final fight, and the plumbers from our section were disbanded. The organization does still stand today, but we as Leaf Ninja and humans are no longer a part of it. I contacted the Galvins and they were disappointed and somewhat angry, but they at least understood. 8 years later, I am contacted by the Galvin about a certain watch that is coming to our planet. That watch is designed to help unite all the universe's planets together, learn about them, but it is also a very dangerous weapon and has potential to cause massive chaos for the entire universe in the wrong hands. That watch is called the Omnitrix, and that is what is in your possession right now. Naruto's pretty shocked about what has been told of him. He has the most powerful weapon in the entire universe. However, that also means he is in danger because of the threats that are going to come after him. However, he is up to the challenge. Hiruzen then says, "Now, you know that team selection is coming up, correct? In about a week, right?" Naruto shakes his head yes. Hiruzen states, "Good news for you. You're going to be paired with a Jonin who was once part of the Plumbers and the Anbu, and he is really powerful." Naruto is very pumped hearing this, but then asks, "Can you tell me the names of my parents?" Hiruzen then says, "I will, if you can do one of two things. Impress me during the tuning exams, or become a tuning yourself. Do you think you can do that?" Naruto says yes. Hiruzen then says, "By the way, if you want to tell your teammates about your second responsibility, you can. However, that will have to be proved by the Jonin, and that will have to happen after you pass his test." Naruto is like, "Test?" And Hiruzen will explain that he has to pass a test before he can officially become a ninja, or is back to the academy he goes. Naruto vows he will pass the test and not be sent back to the academy. Hiruzen is like, "That's Naruto for you," and then he dismisses Naruto. But before he goes, Hiruzen says, "One more thing. I am so sorry I never told you about being a nine-tailed Shinchuriki. I wanted to give you a normal childhood, so that is why I never told you about the fox. I am so sorry." Naruto says, "It's okay. Even though at first I felt awful about being a nine-tailed Shinchuriki, like I was some type of freak, monster even, Ruka at least made me feel like I wasn't. And I also know at least you had some good intentions, so I forgive you." Hiruzen smiles and then says, "Thank you, Naruto. However, realize that you have two major responsibilities. You have the fox, which you keep sealed up inside you, and now you have the Omnitrix. Be careful with both of those." Naruto says, "I will," and then he walks out. Naruto a couple days later will get his ninja ID. He is then asked by Hiruzen to redo it because his picture was a bit unprofessional, if we're being nice. He will then meet a boy named Konohamaru, who is the grandson of Hiruzen, who wants to learn the Sexijutsu from him since it was so effective against his grandfather. Naruto will end up teaching him it, but he will kind of be confronted by a man named Ebisu, who is Konohamaru's teacher and a Jonin. And he kinda has a problem with him teaching Konohamaru that jutsu, if you know what I'm saying. Naruto will then use the Sexijutsu combined with the Shadow Clones, and it will kinda overwhelm Ebisu. Konohamaru at the end of the day will learn that there are no shortcuts to becoming Hokage, and then will call Naruto a rival. Little does Konohamaru know, trying to surpass Naruto with everything he has will be very, very difficult. Naruto during the week will discover he has access to 10 aliens, and they all look really cool. However, he wants to keep stuff kind of hush-hush, and waits for when he has to use them. Essentially like in a fight, or like he had to do with Mizuki. It is team selection day. Naruto is pumped and heads to the academy. Naruto is in the academy and he cannot wait to see who his teammates are going to be. He will question why Naruto is there, but one person is happy he is here, and that is Hinata Hyuga. She has noticed a watch that is on Naruto's wrist, but hasn't really confronted him about it, because she will faint if she goes near him. However, she has seen him play with it and wonders what the watch is. Fast forward, and the teams are selected. Naruto is with Sakura Haruno and Sasuke Uchiha. Naruto does like Sakura, but hates Sasuke Uchiha. Naruto will ask why a great angel like him is with Sasuke, and then Iruka will go on about Naruto's low grades. Quick feint here, Iruka does know about the Omnitrix, but doesn't know about the Palmers and all that. As Hiruzen said, he couldn't tell him, and are you really going to question Hokage? What Iruka does know is that Naruto has a pretty big responsibility, and Iruka does hope that Naruto is up to the task, especially since he is also the Nine-Tailed Shinchuriki. Fast forward after Naruto has some stomach issues, and after many hours, Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura will meet their Jonin. After he gets pranked by Naruto, he calls everybody to the roof, and he will introduce himself as Kakashi Hatake. While Sasuke talks about restoring his clan and killing a certain person we all know and love, Sakura goes through her fangirling over you know who. Naruto will talk about ramen and stuff like that, of course, like in original canon, but he does state a different goal, slightly. He has the goal of wanting to become Hokage, but he also wants to be a Hokage who can protect everybody. Kakashi realizes the responsibility of the Omnitrix has caused Naruto to grow a little bit. Kakashi will then go over the tests and stuff like that, and Naruto is prepared for the challenge. However, he still will need because Kakashi told him to, and that isn't going to be fun for him. Everybody arrives for a test, and Kakashi will talk about the terms of the bell test. Everybody will scatter, and then later on, Naruto will challenge Kakashi one-on-one. Kakashi is like, so, you want to challenge me one-on-one? You might be able to challenge me if you come at me with everything you got. But the question is whether or not you want to do so, especially since you don't know if your teammates are around you or not. And do you want your teammates to know your little secret? Naruto realizes this is basically permission for him to use the Omnitrix, and Kakashi is essentially putting the ball in his court. Naruto can either reveal his secret to his teammates, or trust in them, or he can be like, nah, I'm not going to do that, and fight Kakashi without the Omnitrix. What will Naruto do? You'll have to find out in the next part. Thank you all for watching part 2 of What If Naruto the Omnitrix. A lot of world building here again, well, more like universe building, but you know what I'm saying. Now, you might also have some questions such as the plumbers, and what was the straw that broke the camel's back? Well, you can probably figure out what the straw was if you are very familiar with the Itachi light novels. That's all I'm going to say, so guess away. It also felt that the Galvan contact in Elite Village kind of works here, as Naruto's lack of attention to the other villages kind of makes that work very well because we don't know if they have that scoreboard technology or not. So, yeah. Make sure to be ready for Friday, Tensegan Naruto, baby! Watch my community tab like a hawk, friendly reminder right there. And finally, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and join my Discord server. That is all I have to say. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and of course, share the video. This has been your boy, the Anime Sage, signing out. Peace. Yorha. Bye-bye.